seafront in the beautiful St. Paul's Bay. So 139 helicopter, and
I had the honor of serving with the AFL between yearly as a rescue officer.
फाइटर प्लेनहरु के वाला सिकिसक्यो Hello, namaste, Shewaro to everyone. तपाईलाई आज मेरो फेरि अर्को न्यू भ्लगमा स्वागत छ हैन। अनि आज चाहिँ म कहाँ गइरहेको छु भने तपाईलाई एकदम स्पेशल हुनेछ। यो अरु भन्दा अलिक फरक भ्लग हुनेछ। आज चाहिँ के भने यो माल्टामा इन्टरनेशनल यो माल्टा गभर्नमेन्टले गर्नुभएको छ इन्टरनेशनल एयर शो एयर फोर्सको शो त्यहाँनेरि हेर्नको लागि जाँदैछु हैन। अनि भएछ भने तपाईलाई त्यहाँ अब हेरौँ 4 बजीदेखि 4 बजी अथवा 2 बजी एक्ज्याक्टली टाइम त मलाई थाहा छैन हैन। 4 बजी 2 बजी सायद अहिले तपाईको 1 बज्नु लाग्यो। सायद 2 बजीबाट स्टार्ट हुन्छ होला माथिमा 4 बजीसम्म। अनि है त गाइज अब यो मेरो फर्स्ट एक्सपिरियन्स हो। हिजो आज भन्दा 2 दिन अगाडि मैले त्यहाँ एउटा तिनीहरुको प्र्याक्टिसमा एउटा मैले के अरे सर्ट भिडियो बनाएको थिएँ। त्यो अब जेट चलाएको त्यो त देखिहाल्नु भयो होला यदि तपाई मसँग कनेक्टेड हुनुहुन्छ भने हैन। सो त्यही भएर अनि अब हेर्दै जाउँ है त गाइज। ल see you there है त ल बाइ।
We'll be filling you in on a few extra details and letting you know the schedule.
Fantastic, Kath. It's a great pleasure to be back here with you again. 2 years ago we were together doing the commentary here at the flying display of the Malta International Air Show. We returned yesterday. We had a fantastic day yesterday, despite a little storm halfway through. But everybody came back to watch the rest of the show, including the fantastic Red Arrows display. It was brilliant yesterday.
It certainly was. And we've got some really dedicated aviation enthusiasts. Seats for the front row show here on the seafront in the beautiful St. Paul's Bay. So 20 minutes we'll be kicking off. And today we're starting with the Armed Forces Malta display.
Indeed, we'll be starting with the Armed Forces of Malta. We'll tell them the entire program in just a minute, Kath. Let's have some more music. This time, something from Queen, who's had a hand in the organization of the air show or cooperated to make it possible. Various embassies and high commissions here in Malta of other countries that have contributed their efforts. We thank the Malta International Airport, the air traffic controllers, St. Paul's Bay Local Council, Displays Limited, and many others, too many to mention. Thank you all to each and every one of you, including all the volunteers, loads and loads of volunteers, Kath, who have made this event possible.
Absolutely, and I think
thank you, and as pat on the back for the resilience and bravery shown by the Maltese people during the terrible bombing of World War II. Nowadays it's still on the flag. Malta is...
Start भयो यो Maltese flag लिएर आउनु। एयर शो स्टार्ट भयो।
have Lindo Malti, Malta's national anthem as our flag was flown by the Augusta Westland 139 helicopter of the Armed Forces of Malta.
गाइज अलरेडी स्टार्ट भयो होइन माथि फ्लाइटको चाहिँ अलरेडी स्टार्ट भयो अब हेरौँ है अरू दोस्रोको लागि चाहिँ है त
Hey, good afternoon, Kat. Good afternoon, Colin. Good afternoon, everybody at the Malta International Air Show. My name's Loreto Spiteri. I had the honor of serving with the between the afternoon. The Air Wing is going to be demonstrating all three of their current types in service, starting with the Augusta Westland 139. The 139 is a medium-sized utility helicopter. It's employed by the armed forces primarily as a rescue asset. The helicopter is capable of flying in all weathers and actually doing rescues in all weathers. So basically the design of the helicopter was a partnership between Augusta Westland and other aircraft manufacturers in Europe. The aircraft are currently being finally assembled in Italy by Leonardo. So you will hear the 139 with different designators and helmets. So this afternoon,
the Beechcraft King Air is coming in. Larry, perhaps at some point you can tell us about the principal roles of the air wing of the Armed Forces of Malta.
The Armed Forces of Malta's Air Wing is the only government asset capable of doing search and rescue at the moment. So anything apart from the unit being military, it assists greatly in the search and rescue role. The Air Forces of Malta B-200, a beautiful machine, and basically it is sort of a Swiss Army knife. Originally the aircraft was designed as a short-range executive transport, but it is just so efficient at flying at the low to medium altitudes, lots of 1,000 feet, saving a lot of fuel and extending the range of the aircraft. It can then descend and conduct a search very far from the coast.
Beautiful, and such a successful aircraft that it outsold all of its turboprop competitors combined.
Welcome to the Luftwaffe.
Reheat in the UK. Yeah, that's using the auxiliary burner, which extra fuel is burnt in the exhaust.
flight 7. Although I salute
guys, अब फेरि स्टिल बाँकी छ है यो चाहिँ परको न्युज मैले देखाएको जुन गरेको
done a bit of acting. Actually, I'm not a model, actor, whatever.
Great, Colin, thank you. Right, so we're on the countdown to Solo Turk. We've got another 10 or 15 minutes, so we'll just give you some more music for now whilst you get ready.
The crazy Turk of the sky, Soldier in skies of Malta. Niente, navi il controlli tagli spettacoli fidei e il piloti da Soldier. Lieutenant Colonel Murat Bakıcı. Solo Türk Gözcü.
We are ready, Lieutenant Colonel Murat Bakıcı.
Presents you Solo Türk Rudder King. Türk. The still-winged warrior of the sky. So our next move is the one of the signature moves of Soldier, recorded by the World Aviation literature as Soldier Growl. You see in the show are performed by the professional soldier pilots. Please do not try them at home. It's drifting!
Has the ability to drop flares as well, and we saw that earlier in today's programme. So with the maritime search and rescue role that this aircraft has, it can drop flares to pinpoint the positions of interest, and then the helicopter can come in and assist further. Captain for 139 the rescue.
Dall'acquario lo center point così fai appena come
गाइस अब हेर्नुहोस् यहाँ पुरै जाँदै गरेको हुँदै थियो अब के फाइटर प्लेनहरू के पुरै सिकिसक्यो होइन के उड्यो अब मलाई थाहा छैन अब मलाई त्यो सम्बन्धी ज्ञान भएको भए थाहा हुन्थ्यो होइन त्यही भएर अब चलिरहेछ होइन अब स्टिल सकेको छैन अझै बाँकी छ भन्छ सो एयर सो अब के रहेछ होइन क्लिपहरू लिन्छु अनि अझै मतलब मान्छे छ टन्नै नै छ यता पुरै छ यता छ है मान्छे त ज्यादै आएको छ ल पर आउँदैछ है दुईटा गाइड हेरौँ यो लास्ट फाइनल हुनसक्छ
From Shenxia, the Shenxia area of St. Paul's Bay, the tornado and typhoon dually flypasts.
The team are airborne from the airport. They'll get themselves ready, they'll get the jets ready, they'll get them trimmed up, they'll get the smoke pods primed, ready to bring the red, white and blue on our 2025 display to the shores of St. Paul's Bay. We've had a very busy couple of weeks.
त्यहाँनिर लाइभ रेकर्डिङ हुँदैछ है लाइभ रेकर्डिङ हुँदैछ लाइभ रेकर्डिङ हुँदैछ गाइज हेर्नुहोस् मान्छेहरू टन्नै छन् है त टन्नै टन्नै आएको छ है सबै मान्छेहरू घाम अस्ताउने बेला पनि भयो है Beautiful guys.
Now, two feet forward, rear section, 8 feet close shape. To celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Royal Air Force I-620 and the celebration of such a milestone in coastline. This is Typhoon. Once again.
Guys, this is the last opportunity. गाइज अब सिद्धियो हेर्नु है आज प्राय क्राउड ब्याट्री पनि मेरो लास्ट ब्याट्री पनि छैन त्यही भएर यो भिडियोलाई पनि माया गरिदिनु होला हेर्दै गर्नु होला है त ल थ्याङ्क यू सो मच गाइज आज मैले धेरै टेक लिन्न किनभने ब्याट्री डेट हुनु आँटिसक्यो है त ल गाइज सी यू बाई 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 सी यू लभ यू अल